Hello everyone, it's Jack from Cultaholic Wrestling. It's a sweltering day in Newcastle town, and I'm joined by...
I got him there, sorry.
I'm joined by Ross and Andrew. It's already kicking off a bit there.
What does your Japanese hat say then?
It says PlayStation, doesn't it?
What does your Japanese shirt say?
Gengar, doesn't it?
You love Japan, yeah.
I only asked because Richard had a Japanese hat and it said some sort of chicken shop.
Chicken shop.
Yeah. We're here, aren't we, to do some... I need to get more hype because it's obviously the countdown to the biggest party of the summertime, WWE SummerSlam 2024. Rumours of a 3-hour pre-show.
Disgusting. Absolutely putrid.
There has to be matches if it's a 3-hour one.
You would hope so.
And maybe one that's not a singles match because looking at the card, every match is a singles match.
Every single one. It's like a UFC card.
It's like a UFC card. Apart from Rollins is the only differential.
Yeah, it's the only
Match,
weird
yeah.
stipulation. But apparently there was news today there might be some changes to the... Let's anticipate some potential adjustments to the card, apparently.
Okay. There are some title matches happening on SmackDown that could roll over to the pre-show.
He loves putting some title matches on
Maybe.
the go-home
He does,
SmackDown,
doesn't he?
doesn't he? We're talking about Triple H, of course, and we're here to try and be Triple H, or better than him, with our lovely pitches. That's right, we've all brought 3 pitches to the table. We'll go round in a circle, and once we've done 3 rotations, we'll be left with 9 lovely pitches. But remember the golden rule, it's not what we think's going to happen.
It's what we want to happen.
I didn't ask if you're looking forward to it as well. I normally ask that.
It's a stacked card.
Yeah, it looks
they're
good.
all singles matches, but they're all singles matches you want to see. Sorry, I should have done this before we started shooting the video.
They've all got meaning behind them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's very stacked.
Subtext. All the things.
What's your first pitch?
Joel, picture. I was watching Raw this week and I saw this scene. Now, raise your hands. What's wrong with this scene here?
Sir,
Andrew.
Sir, there's a Wyatt 6 thing in background there.
Well spotted, Andrew.
Thank you.
Now, during this 3-hour kickoff show, I'm pitching an angle for the 3-hour kickoff show because 3 hours is too long for any kickoff show. We see a recap of Raw and Damage Control's babyface-ish return to confront Team Forehead, as what she calls it, likes to call them. I've gone blank in the mind. Zelina Vega. Thank you very much, Andrew.
You can take the picture down.
Why not leave it there, Joe?
So
Do you like what you see, Joe?
I want us to be big on the screen.
Fair enough. During the promo package, it gets all glitchy and Wyatt Sixery and whatnot as we see Abby the Witch screaming, "You know what, you're dead, and you know what, you're dead," and with a screech. The promo package then goes on and then shows, and I've chosen a word here. I've gone for voyeuristic. Footage of Dakota Kai at the airport on her own. She's pulling up to her house with the weekly shop. She's watching television on FaceTime with Io Sky and Kairi saying she's doing everyday stuff. And then smash cut. We see Abby the Witch in that black room where her solo vignette was last week. But she has a second Abby the Witch with her, the same dress, the same mask, the lot. The mask is revealed or taken off, and it is revealed to be a knocked out Dakota Kai. She knows what she did, says Abby as the promo ends. Now we have a hostage situation and Damage Control need to get their pal back, or maybe they realise that Dakota has been using them all along as well. Who knows which way it could go, because children, I don't know why I said children, why are the Wyatt 6 targeting Chad Gable by a show of hands again? Jack this time.
Because he was mean to his family.
Exactly. And who did Dakota Kai do something similar-ish to?
Tegan Knox.
The Bailey as well.
Oh, right.
Yeah. She's got previous, therefore that's why Abby the Witch would go after Dakota Kai in particular. It's all fine and well for the lads. They've got the feud against Chad Gable and the Creeds, but I want to see more of Abby the Witch than her just being what Netflix was before it was a streaming service, delivering a VHS to certain people who order one or didn't order one or whatever. But there we go. We set off this angle and it plays out over the coming weeks. But I think the little which way could it go is quite tantalising, because will they realise Io Sky and Kairi saying that Dakota's been using them, or will they try and save their pal? I don't know. Just trying to fill time during a 3-hour kickoff show, which is a disgusting concept.
Yeah, it's a yes from me, as much for the pitch itself, the content of the pitch, as the way you presented it. I like the interaction element.
I hope you were doing it at home as well.
It reminded me of an English lesson where the teacher obviously knows which direction they want to take the lesson in, but they're trying to tease the answer out of you. Pupils. I remember once at A-level, we were doing some sort of text which had sort of incestuous undertones.
Oh dear.
And I was like,
lovely.
I was like, I've detected these undertones, but I'm scared to say it in the class. And then the teacher did the noise he always did when we were on the right track and went, And I was like, oh, I've done it. But
Worrying when they are about this
for the rest of like the half term, while we were studying this text, he kept going like, now let's circle back to Jack's interest in incest. I'm like, sir, can we not actually do that, please, Mr. Parker?
Adam Pacini was
Oh, yeah. No, I was just saying, he was quite a posh man. I was trying to do like the... So yeah, it's a big yes. Yes from me. I think it was the Duchess of Malfi, a great play.
It's a yes from me as well. I think, obviously, I know at the moment it seems like there's a bit of a shift within Damage Control in terms of their presentation, I guess. They kind of came out and seemed a little bit babyface.
Oh, yes, definitely. Most definitely,
Andrew. So I'd like to see something more than just that, because that's definitely one of the factions that has the most potential that hasn't really lived up to that potential yet. And I think something with the Wyatt Six would be very fun to see for sure, young man.
It's a great start.
Yes.
Cheers.
Really good start. Andrew.
Jesus.
No, it's not as
How long's
bad.
that,
It's
then?
not as bad. Look, I didn't even finish that one. I just wrote it on
Double-sided?
pen. Yeah,
Oh, right. How far does it go on the next page? The first one?
just that.
Oh,
It's all right. I'll
just
speak
over
through.
a
I'll
page.
speak through. I'll
I
speak
keep on
through.
taking big breaths. I had a coffee and I drank it too fast so
Do
just
we
before we came in.
Take your breath away.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad. That's good.
Can you take it away again with this pitch?
Don't know about this one. Ramifications is the theme of this Pitches video,
Nice,
at
right.
least for two of them,
Okay.
all right? So it's things that happen at SummerSlam that then have ramifications for things after SummerSlam, all right? So, bet, as the young ones say these days.
Run
What does that mean?
Bet.
It means like, I'm up for it. Let's do it.
Let's do
All
it.
right.
Bet.
Game
bet.
as a badger, fam.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of us are of the similar frame of mind. Maybe you're all different. In that Roman's coming back at some point around the Cody versus Solo match for the WWE title. But rather than book how I'd like to see that return look specifically, I wanted to focus on a teeny tiny detail I'd like to see that then causes, as I mentioned, huge ramifications for Cody and his relationship. So obviously, Cody's out there alone without Randy and Kevin, as he mentioned in his promo last week, meaning that odds will most likely be stacked against him. With that in mind, though, he's bloody Cody Rhodes, isn't he? So he manages to dig deep into the adrenaline in his soul to retain the title, only to get beaten down following the match. So that's when we cue Roman Reigns. He spears the Tongans, stands tall in the ring, and stares daggers at Solo and Jacob Fatu, who are retreating up the ramp. They don't get touched. We're leaving that for a little bit, all right, everybody? However, that in itself isn't the final shot of SummerSlam. The final shot of SummerSlam is an interaction that I've certainly been waiting for. And that's the first interaction between Cody and Roman since the fateful night of WrestleMania 40. Now, and after looking out into the crowd, soaking everything in as the stadium reverberates in thank you Roman chants, Cody extends out his hand to the tribal chief in gratitude for coming to help him from getting a beatdown. And after some long and dramatic contemplation, Roman reciprocates the gesture. And this is the teeny tiny detail I'd like to see happen at SummerSlam. All right, and you don't like that bit already, fair enough.
No.
All right. You might be saying, right, a ruddy handshake. That's what you want. Is that it at SummerSlam? You want a handshake? Well, as I mentioned, it's the ramifications it could well possess for the Roadie Codester. The following SmackDown, we see the returning Kevin Owens and Randy Orton congratulate the American Nightmare on his victory against the Bloodline 2.0. We get the further teases of maybe Cody turning his back to Randy Orton to face Kevin Owens or address the crowd, leaving us thinking, well, here it comes, here we go, RKO time, but that doesn't happen. Instead, all three of them leave the ring together. Owens holds the ropes open for Cody and Randy, who are still both somewhat sore after the continued beatdown and battering from the Bloodline over the last few weeks. Orton heads out first, then Cody, and then Kevin, who embraces Cody one more time before a powerbomb on the apron. Kevin Owens is the first one to snap, and in the weeks that follow, we find out it's because of that one simple handshake between Cody and Roman that happened at SummerSlam.
Okay.
After everything the Bloodline, whether OG or 2.0 have put them through, it all stemmed from that one person, Roman Reigns. We all saw how irritated Owens would get when Sammy couldn't just let the stuff go with Jay, even after they won the tag team titles at WrestleMania as well, and it's just pushed Owens to the brink. I think it'll be a nice swerve from what I think we all think is going to happen coming out of this, maybe Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. And it also, I guess, it allows these specific characters to move away from the bloodline stuff to at that specific moment. It can all tie back round. We can get Cody back there at some point, but it shifts them off to other things for a little while at least.
I was like, oh no, but you've pulled it back around for me. For me, one thing at first in my brain when you said that, I was like, but Owens is such a good babyface, but he's also a very good heel, so I don't mind that. It's a yes from me.
Thank you. Oh, I can already feel it radiating off him.
You know when you watch a story or like read a book or something at the end, it's like, and it was just a dream. That's what I feel like now you've done there with Roman and Cody and that entire story with a handshake. I'm not a fan
Well,
at
they'll
all.
come back round to it eventually.
I don't care.
You don't care.
It's the first interaction after WrestleMania, the
Yeah.
biggest story in wrestling for yonks. And it's a bloody handshake, Andrew.
Yeah. Only for now.
I think it's in character for Cody.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's like,
For Cody, it makes him look a bit weak, I think, as well.
Man.
Oh,
You've
no.
saved me from the Tongans.
From the
You
boys.
cannot forget, I'm with Kevin Owens in this story here.
Well, the thing, and another thing, I'm trying to justify myself here. You can dislike it or whatever, but the thing is, right? I know, I'm not having a go. I'm just saying he's allowed.
Fine.
He's allowed. I know obviously interviews and stuff are different from what they say on the actual programs and everything, but Cody just seems to have nothing but like the utmost respect for Roman. Like whenever he talks about him, whether it's in that shoe game video that they did recently,
I haven't seen that
or
yet.
anything like
I
that,
haven't
like
watched
anything
that
like
yet
that.
either.
He just always seems to have like the utmost respect for what Roman's done and what Roman's done for the business and this, that, and the other. So like maybe
they
if
should
they
never
take
fight.
that,
They respect
they
each
They
other.
should
never
shake hands
fight.
and go for a pint and forget about all their issues. Yeah.
Exactly.
The worst pitch. Donald Trump comes back from the podcast last week. It's not the worst pitch, but it's not for me, Andrew.
That's fair enough. I understand.
I don't like biscuits with raisins, for example. Some other people do. I don't know why
I
I've
do.
thrown that way, but there you go.
I don't
They're
mind
alright
them.
then.
I don't mind them.
Like a Gary, is it a Gary Baldy?
Yeah.
Potentially.
Baldy?
Yeah.
But I
That's
wouldn't.
good.
There's nothing worse than when you think something's going to be chocolate and it's raisins, and you're like, oh, it's raisins.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. What's your first pitch, Arlo? What's up?
Oh, enough of that banter then. All right.
It felt like it
let's get down to
naturally
business now.
concluded. You'd
I
stop
don't know
talking.
what's happened here. The plankton's coming out of you here, Andrew. From SpongeBob. Like, oh, you don't like it? Up yours.
No,
Oh, Jack, crack
never,
on with it now.
I never said up yours. I was just trying to let you know my
Right.
thought process.
Chop, come on, Jack.
Jack,
Come
come
on.
Oh my God.
Andrew's got a busy day.
My first pitch is Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan. But earlier in the night, we see Rhea instruct Dominic to stay backstage during the match. He's all like, but mommy, wah, wah, wah. But she insists, and he reluctantly agrees, I guess so, mommy. And then he has another big plate of chicken nuggets or whatever. Yeah. On to the match itself, which is going really well for Rhea Ripley. She's very dominant, to the extent that the ref has to keep warning her about being DQ'd several times. At one stage, Rhea charges at Liv, who pulls the ref in the way, and all three of them go spilling to the outside. They all get to their feet. Rhea charges at Liv, who sidesteps, but the referee doesn't, and he gets squashed into the ring post. The ref's down. Okay, Liv wastes no time. I was inspired by Mariah May for this bit. You know how quickly she just hit Tony with the belt once she was not allowed to, once her plan was complete. Liv sees the ref go down, immediately gets the title belt, smacks Rhea Ripley with it.
What?
Look at this judgmental. I just looked.
Why is that judgment? I'm listening.
I looked
to
up
you,
at it when he
man.
was going.
That's not what it. It's just comfortable for
Yeah,
me.
sorry.
Oh,
Sorry. No,
okay.
sorry.
It's fine.
God, sorry. Liv drags Rhea onto the announce table and flies from the top rope to the outside because Liv's no stranger to a dangerous high spot. She loves a bit of that. The table probably won't break. Maybe it will. Who knows? It doesn't matter either way. But Rhea's in serious trouble. Liv staggers back into the ring, waking up the ref along the way, and he starts to administer a slow, painful 10 count. Dominic runs out to ringside, ignoring the protests of Liv, who now hates him, and he urges Rhea back to her feet. She just makes it back to the ring in time, but Liv hits Oblivion as she enters. 1, 2, Rhea gets a leg on the ropes, but Dominic pushes it off.
No!
3, and Liv Morgan has retained the title. Liv and Dom run up the ramp and proper get off with each other like Christian and Trish Stratus did that one time. When Rhea realizes... When Rhea realizes what's happened...
Did they look at each other in the eyes first? Make a hand gesture.
When
God,
Rhea,
oh God.
no, sorry, Andrew.
I'm only
No, I feel like the
messing.
last few Pitches videos we have sort of ganged up on you.
I'm not gonna
slightly,
lie, right? I had an idea for the rolling the women's tag team match over to SummerSlam, and then I actually stopped myself just in
Oh,
case.
because we were mean.
You gooned your own
I-
pitch. What was it?
Oh no.
When Rhea realizes what's happened, she's obviously fuming.
Yeah.
A couple of days later on Raw, Liv tries to have a victory celebration, but it's spoiled by a rampaging Ripley, and Liv just manages to escape by the skin of her little denim shorts. I don't know why I put that. Maybe it's not Andrew who's the issue here. Adam Pearce heads down to the ring as security restrain Rhea. He understands that she's angry, but she can't just be hijacking the show like this. He doesn't want another Drew McIntyre situation going on. Rhea grabs a mic and says she just wants Pearce to give her one thing. Hell in a bloody cell. Pearce looks stressed and hesitantly tells Rhea that although she lost in controversial circumstances, the referee's decision is final and he can't just grant her a rematch against Liv. Rhea pauses for a second and replies, "Who said anything about Liv? I want Dominic Mysterio." Pearce agrees and staggers off to get a drink.
Oh my God! Well, you swerved me there, didn't you? Eh?
It was a no up until the end.
Was it?
Oh yeah. Because I think it'll go a different. I want it to go a different.
All
way.
right, fair enough.
Oh,
That's my personal
is
preference.
that one of your pitches?
It
Can
is,
you not tell us? Okay. Oh, I'm excited. I'm intrigued. now.
But that match there where Dom and Hell in a Cell, that needs to happen. She needs to have.
good.
Rhea needs 2 Hell in a Cell matches now off the back of that. One against Liv and one against Dom. Yeah.
Liv can be like a buried alive match or something. I think that people, obviously, the big criticism of mixed, like, intergender matches and stuff is always that, like, in a mainstream promotion, you can't be showing that on TV. A man hitting. Dom wouldn't get any offense in the Cell and Cell match.
yeah.
And in fact, he would be the one that everyone would be scared for, I think.
He can do one Hurricane Rana or something.
Yeah, okay.
A very overtly
Yeah.
wrestling move.
They just get pumped, ready to go. Just
Of course, you went that way, Andrew.
what? No, oh, for God's sake.
You even did the gesture and everything for people on the
I was
podcast.
just- we were getting excited. That's what it was.
No, I do feel like recently we've been a bit too mean to her.
No, you haven't. You haven't.
Oh.
It's been fine. Honestly.
That's what someone who felt oppressed would say.
No, that's. It's a yes from me.
Thank you, thank
That's
you.
dead good. I like
very
that. The
much.
ending really got me there. You pulled me through. Something. Yep.
Didn't pull you off, Andrew, no? Right, I'm gonna. The clues have been there for all to see, but now it's time to finish the story. We get to Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley on the card, and as you would expect, the mother is teaching this evil lady a lesson in humility and decorum via some unadulterated brutality in a match that was made no disqualification by that wannabe alcoholic Adam Pearce on the 3-hour kickoff show. We're still filling time on the kickoff show. Dominic Mysterio ringside with his mother proves to be a distraction for Liv Morgan, who for some reason apparently did actually fall for the mullet and the porno stash and storyline, which made her go from like conniving to just a bit of a tit, in my opinion. I didn't like that beat of the real life story, so we'll pretend that she's still a conniving Liv Morgan here for the
I
purposes.
think she still might be.
Yeah. I
She
think
was
is.
heartbroken, and we saw no evidence on the contrary.
Not yet.
It's all to reveal it.
Nevertheless, we get to the portion of the match where Liv is on top and looking like she's going to get it done against all of the odds. We see an Oblivion, but just as Liv is about to get the cover locked in, Dom is laid saucily on the corner of the top ropes, pouting his lips and blowing metaphorical kisses Liv's way, much like Eddie Guerrero would do back in the day to his mamacita.
Imagine if this had been an Andrew pitch, our reaction.
This distraction allows the mother to approach from behind. Riptide cover, 1-2. The referee is pulled out of the ring by a masked assailant who then batters Dom and then zip ties. Imagine if Andrew wrote this.
Jesus, man.
The masked assailant then batters Dom and zip ties the arms and legs of the mother out of the sight of the referee. Now, this can't be done where it looks natural. So you could do the arms behind, have her lying down, and then the legs done as well. So it just looks like she's like sort of laying there knocked out, which allows Liv, after this has happened, after the master assailant has got out the ring and hid under the ring afterwards, to hit some kind of top rope maneuver like she would do when she was Sabu, as Jack alluded to earlier, gets the pinfall to retain. In this moment, Hell in a Cell, obviously between Liv and Rhea for Bad Blood, is set up here. As it appears, we have seen the person who attacked the clubhouse and broke Carlito's PS5 in the flesh here. On to the World Heavyweight title match now, later in the night. And as you come to expect, Gunter and Damien are battering the piss out of one another. In the closing stage of the match, the same Master Sailing from earlier is here and manages to trip Damien out of sight of the referee when he's going for one of those tope con hellos like he loves to do, and he bounces off the opposite side of the ropes, allowing Gunter to get back on top. This happens a couple of more times as the crowd sentiment continues to grow in Priest's favour while his Master Assailant hides under the ring in between their attacks. Eventually, the Puerto Rican man gets the Austrian man up for the razor's edge, and in that act of walking towards the middle of the ring to complete the manoeuvre, a flailing Gunter manages to strategically kick the referee in the head to send him down. He meant to do it, but also didn't. Who knows? In this moment, another assailant with their face covered. Oh no, this is the same one. They come back into the ring and hoofs a confrontational Priest right in the nads. I've scuppered my own pitch here. This makes Priest walk over to the other side of the ring going, oof, me groin, I can't believe it. He bends down, holding the middle rope to keep himself from falling over, during which time a second smaller, whoa, what a shock, a second smaller Master Assailant mazes him in the eyes before scurrying back under the ring. This then allows Gunter to hit a couple of shoot power bombs and a splash, and with the referee coming around just at the right time, he gets the cover, and the Ring General becomes your World Heavyweight Champion. Priest is in tears. He's being consoled by Carlito and JD McDonough. The people in the arena are beside themselves with anger. The two Master Assailants are now back in the ring. They stand over a stricken Priest and reveal themselves to be Finn Balor and Liv Morgan, who nod in the direction of Carlito and JD, and all four attack Priest once more before Liv, now imagine if Andrew wrote this, before Liv and Finn share a passionate and rather saucy kiss, much like Edge and Lita would do back in the day. And then I wrote down JD and Carlito, also neck on for the crack.
Yeah, that's all we want.
Liv Morgan, in this instance, has completed her revenge tour by breaking up the JD and taking it away from the mother. Finn Balor is now the leader of the faction he wanted to be over the last little while he was visibly growing increasingly frustrated with Damian Priest and being his second. He now feuds with Priest, obviously, for the rest of the year and maybe forevermore. And after the little bubbling storyline of Liv and Finn Balor, that is now paid off. They were seen arriving together in a car 1 week months ago. They were in a room together alone months ago again. Finn's face this week on Raw was the only one not besmirched in the clubhouse attack. Everyone else's face had like graffiti on it, but Finn's was nice and clear. And most importantly of all, Gunter has been proven right because the street trash Priest is associated with has cost him the most prestigious thing in this sport. We're putting bows on loads of things. Ooh. Christ.
I'm conflicted because I think, well, first of all, I think this is not only what Ross wants to happen, but I think we're of opposite. I'm going the Dom screws Rhea route, but you're going it's all Finn.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I disagree with it necessarily. It just leaves us with a babyface Dom, and I just don't know how I feel about babyface Dom.
I think he'll always be heel, you know, as long as he's aligned with Rhea. Because he's the envy of anyone with a set of eyes.
Oh, true.
What did you just do with your hand there? Did you see that, Joel?
It was just
that. Man alive.
Oh, what do you mean, man alive? I'm also on the fence a little bit because maybe this is because it's what I think will happen, but I guess it's also what I want to happen. I'd rather one thing happen at SummerSlam rather both things happening at SummerSlam, if you know what I mean. No. And I do think it could very well be the women's match where it happens, and then maybe leave the World Heavyweight Championship one for a teeny little bit longer, which maybe we'll get to.
I'm going to give it a yes. What are you going to give it?
Oh. He's hostile today, isn't he? Hostile.
I'm not hostile. For the JD Madonna and Madonna. For the JD Madonna and Carlito kiss, guess a yes from me.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
That's understandable. I got really excited there. I thought it was my turn. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I mean, you can if you want.
Go for it.
Are you sure?
I swallowed my water fast and everything. I was like, I can't wait.
Because you're making movies.
Yeah.
He's
You shouldn't
making
reference him
moves.
anymore.
Well,
doesn't it?
it's like, I can't wait to share my idea with the lads, but it's actually your go.
Well, I mean,
No,
again, if you really want to do it, you can go for it.
No, go
You
for
sure?
it. Yeah.
All right, mine is the World Heavyweight Championship match. My next one is about that one. Champion Damian Priest and the Ring General Gunter. And let me tell you, everybody, it's a bloody slobber knocker. Bayek, there's chops, there's forearms, big boots, the job lot. But all throughout the match, we're left wondering where the devil are the Judgment Day, or when are the Judgment Day going to hit the ring? However, Finn actually sticks to his word from this past Monday. Damien will indeed be doing this alone. No one from the Judgment Day comes to his aid. And after a delicious back and forth, everybody, the end of the bout sees the two men in the corner on the ropes. Having failed to put Damien down, Gunter looks to put this one to bed with an avalanche powerbomb. But Damien, he counters it into a thunderous Razor's Edge. For the 1, 2, 3, everybody. Oh, it's a surprise to us. It's a surprise to Damien. Priest pins Gunter clean in the ring. And for the first time in a title defense without any form of interference. We're having that big baby face thing happen. He's not street trash. He deserves to hold the championship. He's starting to prove himself. The following night on Raw, we had the Judgment Day stablemates praising a beaten up and battered Priest for his retention. But it's he and Balor that get a bit of quiet time alone when the rest of the stable leave the now revamped clubhouse. Ooh, it looks lovely. Balor as well congratulates Priest on his victory, standing on his own 2 feet. But Balor starts dropping little things into the conversation like, good job I softened Gunther up for you last week, and insinuating that he sacrificed himself and wore Gunther down so Damien could get a few blows in before the big defense at SummerSlam. Basically, a now jealous Finn, who sees that Damien might not actually need the Judgment Day after all, starts gaslighting the champion into thinking that his win against Gunther might not have been as clean as Priest believes it to be. Even though it is, all right, but Priest is in that baby frame of mind now, my goodness. So this doubt planted in his mind in the weeks following SummerSlam leads Damien to ask Adam Pearce to book a rematch against Gunter for Bash in Berlin. But the pressure starts mounting even higher because lest we forget, everybody, due to the outcome at Clash at the Castle, Priest said that if he returned at SummerSlam, he'd then also give Seth Rollins a rematch as well. And all of this pressure sort of drives Priest to prove himself even more leading up to Bash. And he does so, but it comes at a cost of him being battered and spent from defenses and big matches week to week. And due to him coming out on top, Balor's jealousy finally hits boiling point, and that's where he ends up costing Damien Priest the championship against Gunter in Berlin. Balor's pulling the strings from behind the scenes. Maybe we've already had the big turn with the Judgment Day chucking Rhea Ripley out of the whole thing, lives on their side and whatnot, and then slowly Balor's sort of pulling the strings for the World Heavyweight Championship stuff.
Now I don't mind. I like what you've done, but unfortunately, it's a no from me. I'm sorry, and that's just simply because you've had Gunter lose clean, and I just, you know.
It's like a shot of tequila, what you've produced here, Andrew.
Yeah.
The taste is horrible, but the satisfying burn afterwards is nice.
Okay.
So initially I was like, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
You can't have Gunter lose. But then you've brought it forward to Bash in Berlin, where Gunter gets his big win in front of a home-ish town crowd.
Yeah.
Ish.
I don't like the burn. After I thought you meant the lion.
I think it's quite satisfying. The burn is quite satisfying. I hate the taste
Warms
of
you
tequila.
up, doesn't it? Ooh.
Yeah, I love that. Little cockles in front of a fire. But yeah, I like the mean. It's a means to an end, and I like the end.
Thank you. I'll take that. I'll have it.
But it will feel weird seeing
will.
Gunter have his shoulders pinned to that.
I
mat.
was just thinking there, what is actually going to happen? Because Triple H loves Priest.
I think he might retain.
If he retains, though, yeah, I worry about Priest after he's lost the belt. Then he's just a mid-card. What?
Well, him and Finn is still going to be...
That feud wouldn't need the
It
belt.
doesn't need the belt,
it
yeah.
wouldn't need the belt. But Triple H would make it for the... Oh, no, not with the Germany show just next. I mean, this isn't the predictions video. That's coming out later on, so we'll see.
Yeah.
You excited for predictions then?
Yeah, I'm buzzing just in general for SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And your next pitch, because you were
Come
so
on.
excited. You were so excited to do this one, so come on.
Oh, it's not a particularly good pick.
No, it's a good one.
I just get excited when it's my turn. Logan Paul mentioned last week that he'll have a local surprise or someone for LA Knight, some sort of fellow Ohio legend. Well, I think it'd be good if that was current TNA champion Nick Nemeth.
Ooh.
The rumors are that it'll actually be Machine Gun Kelly. And sadly, he does work better for this pitch, so I'll have to go with him.
Okay.
So MGK, as the kids call him, comes out on the go-home SmackDown and aligns himself with Logan Paul. Then at SummerSlam, he plays Logan to the ring with one of his songs. He's also accompanied by a giant bottle of Prime, as per usual for these big matches. During the match, one of Logan's guys, as Michael calls, that's one of Logan's guys.
Yeah.
One of Logan's guys slips him the brass knuckles and he clocks LA Knight without the referee saying 1,
Nope.
2. LA Knight kicks out. Yeah. At this point, Logan gets desperate and motions to the giant Prime bottle for help. It's revealed to be Jake Paul, who gets ready to drop LA Knight with his sweet boxing skills. Up on the stage, Machine Gun Kelly isn't happy about this and motions to the back. He's actually on Knight's side like Mike Tyson at WrestleMania 14. But unlike Mike Tyson, he can't take out Jake Paul himself because Jake Paul's the best boxer in the world. Instead, I'm emotional about Jake Paul. Instead, MGK turns and motions to the back, and here comes a different bottle of Prime to save the day. The second Prime bottle charges into the ring and takes out Jake with a shoulder tackle and a second shoulder tackle and the protoplex and the bottle. He's buzzing. He loves it. And sets up for the 5-knuckle shuffle. Takes off the thing. It's John Cena because he's friends with Machine Gun Kelly from.
Really?
Yeah, he played him out at WrestleMania, didn't he, for the match against The Rock? And he went, because everyone went, what? Because he went, this one's for the underdogs. And
Is that when Florida played out?
Yeah. I think that was MGK.
Big Florida, yeah.
But it was when Machine Gun Kelly was a rapper, not an emo, which he is now. That's literally the only reason I kept Machine Gun Kelly in this. So I was hoping. John Cena hits the AA. Jake Paul's done. Cena gets out the ring, and LA Knight has had time to recover. He ducks a wild right hand from Logan and hits the BFT to become the US champion. We don't hear much from Logan for a while. He sends in the occasional video message to SmackDown vowing revenge, but nothing materializes. Fast forward to the Royal Rumble, and John Cena's doing a bit of a Shawn Michaels in 2010. He wants to win the Rumble to get one last shot at WrestleMania. Cena's doing pretty well as well, entering at number 16 because he's a 16-time world champion and lasting until the final 4. I've said alongside maybe Drew, Punk, and Roman, but it can be anyone. I don't know. It's not essential for this pitch. Cena gets whipped into the ropes where someone comes out from under the ring and pulls down the top rope from the apron. Cena goes tumbling to the floor. Of course, it's Logan, and this sets up a big star-studded match at WrestleMania, Cena versus Logan Paul, which I think Cena should win. His final WrestleMania, he gets a big win. And it, it's not one for the purists, but it's 2 big stars. Oh, what's up?
I don't know about.
Okay. Well, it's the time when you can. I'm finished.
Okay. Well,
so you can.
you can go first if you want.
It's a yes from me.
Don't leave me. I'm terrified now.
Why are you terrified? Don't be terrified.
I say, I'm not too keen on the Royal Rumble one, but that's just my opinion. But everything before that, very much on board with.
Okay.
Yes. Interesting though. Ahead of the podcast this week, when he said Mr. Cleveland on SmackDown, I Googled other people who are from Cleveland who could be Mr. Cleveland. Tracy Chapman. Kid Cudi.
How on earth would Tracy Chapman travel to the ring, Ross?
Bloody fast car.
Come on.
Kid Cudi's apparently from Cleveland.
I like Kid Cudi.
Drew Carey, Hall of Famer, is he? I don't know.
Yeah.
He's from Halle Berry. Ooh, Andrew. Arsenio Hall and Phil Donahue. Do you remember Donahue when he had Meltzer on that chat show with McMahon? What a lovely callback that'll be.
Also LeBron James.
Is he from there?
Yeah, he's busy though. He's at the Olympics, isn't he? So.
But that's just other people who could be Mr. Cleveland I thought throw in there.
I also, it's a yes from me.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm shocked because I thought...
The only one thing, and it's the WrestleMania thing, and I'd like to see John and Randy get that singles match at WrestleMania.
Point.
Just a final singles match there. That's all. But other than that, everything is
Well, thank you. So it's like, this is like the reverse tequila. So it started off. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I'll take it.
What is the reverse tequila? Just eating too much cake.
Yeah.
You feel lovely, then you vomit it all up.
Yeah.
Ross, your last pitch, please.
This is probably the most boring pitch I've ever done, but it's what I want to happen.
Riveted.
So I've set it up with a bit of bollocks. The year was 2014. Gangnam Style reaches 2 billion views on YouTube at the start of June. There was an Ebola epidemic in West Africa at the start of September.
Sorry.
Wait a second.
Sorry, I forgot how serious that was. I was miming the Gangnam Style. Then I thought I'll mime every news story you say. And when you mentioned an epidemic, I went, oh. As
It's
if, like,
raining Ebola, everybody.
Yeah, and now I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry. Joel, stop. Joel, stop.
It was a truly terrible time. But in August of 2014, the sandwich of those 2 bits of bread of news I've just said there, that very month exactly, the 17th to be specific, my goodness, SummerSlam 2014 happened. And during that biggest party held anywhere that particular summer, John Cena conclusively lost to Brock Lesnar in the match that very few saw coming, because while Lesnar was fresh off the streak-ending victory versus The Undertaker, Cena was Cena, and Cena didn't normally do what Cena was forced to do here. The same needs to happen then when Sami Zayn takes on Bron Breakker, and that's my pitch. I want to see somewhere in the region of 14 spears. I want to see Sami getting maybe one Helluva kick so he's not completely spaffed, and he shows that fighting courage we all know he has in spades. With the story being that Bron didn't take Sami seriously, and Money in the Bank meaning that since then he sort of become Super Bron. The only thing that can happen and should happen, in my opinion, is Braun absolutely murdering Sami Zayn and Sami making Braun look like the killer he needs to be here. It's a boring pitch, but it's what I want to happen.
It's a yes from me.
Yeah.
And it's one where I'm like in two minds as to whether this will actually happen, because on one hand, Triple H doesn't really do that. But on the other hand, 7 matches is a lot for a Triple H show. So
Especially with a 3-hour kickoff show.
Yeah. I like it a lot. Because maybe I've got one as well.
And
yours
guys,
is different.
maybe
I.
yeah, no one's mentioned the Punk match at all in this pictures.
No, well, it's hard, isn't it?
It's hard because I don't want either of them to lose.
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Yeah, even though Drew is going to lose. Of course he is.
I think Punk will lose.
I think
It's
Punk will
Punk's
lose.
first match back.
Yeah.
Singles match.
But he's had the upper hand all the way through so far.
They've tried to play it like he hasn't. Drew's got his bracelet.
He's got away with murder twice, no fines. One fine for the third one.
I think something similar to SummerSlam 97 will
Me too.
happen. Yeah.
But with Punk as Brett.
But no, I think Seth's going to knock out Punk by accident. And then them two can have a bit of a thing for a bit, can't they?
But what about CM Punk? The biggest star in the world.
Right? What? He's not going to hurt him, is it?
It's been a heartbreaking day for CM Punk fans again, where he's like, I don't like to profess myself as a locker room leader. And everyone's found that Talk is Jericho clip.
Yeah.
Where him and Cody, remember that time Punk was like, I'm the locker room leader? And everyone, Booker T laughed at him.
Don't care.
I just think Drew's going to win. Drew's not been picking up big wins recently, has he? So,
Punk's wrestlers lie all the time.
but it's a yes from me. I like that a lot. It's very good. No, Jack, it's all right. He'll win again.
He was going to win on Saturday.
Bash at Berlin.
Bash at Berlin.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess so. Right, sorry, anyway.
Oh, we get a proper Punk and McIntyre match, though, without Rollins.
Yeah, me too.
Don't need that
Rollins is already annoying me.
I know, yeah.
Why?
That's how he moves to the ring.
That's like your referee. What are you on about?
Well, he's going to stand there at the start of the match and go, "Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa."
And then someone's going to knock him out straight away.
He's going to let it go, though. That's a good thing. I would like that on Raw this week. He says, I'm going to let it go.
He wasn't clear about the rules.
Because
There are no rules, man.
You listen to him. Whatever he says goes.
You tap out when I say you tap out. I might count to 20.
What does the submission bit mean again? Anyway,
He just...
right.
He,
Screw job.
yeah. Could be. Anyway.
Andrew,
Yes.
can I have your first pitch? Your third.
My third one,
And final
as
pitch, please.
mentioned before, it's in relation to Sami versus Braun. And it also relates to the pre-hour show, everybody. We got a 3-hour pre-show, so let's have something. And I propose that something be the start of the Sami versus Braun match. It kicks off during the pre-show. We see them brawling backstage throughout the arena. They're chucking weapons. Referees try to pry them apart. They get tossed to the side. And then it brings out the big old drinker man himself, Adam Pearce. And now Pearce has had enough of not only Braun shenanigans, but just people on his brand disregarding any sort of authority he has. So he says, hey, if you want to tear into one another's throats and disregard the rules, then be my guest. No DQs, no count-outs. Your match this evening for the Intercontinental title will be a street fight. Yeah. And it starts bloody well now, everybody.
What? Are we still on the pre-show?
Yeah, yeah. Just kick it off. Let's go. Let's give the pre-show something at least. Anyway, they brawl through the crowd, through the arena. Braun murders Sami. End of pitch.
On the main card.
Yes,
goes
yeah,
that
it
long.
bleeds into the main card. And then I was like, well, maybe
I'll
it takes
explain. I'm absolutely fuming, but I'll explain.
maybe it takes Sammy out for a while, so then he can come back to do the bloodline stuff, the OG bloodline versus other bloodline. What's matter?
It's just years ago, and there's no way of you remembering or knowing this because it might have even been before you were on pitches.
Maybe.
But I did a pitch so juicy that it ended up on the front page of Squared Circle, and everyone went, "Whoa, this pitch is class from Jack."
Really?
Yeah,
That's amazing.
And it was that. it was that Andrade and Rey Mysterio were having a pre-show match.
Yeah.
I think it was those two, and it just goes and goes and goes, and then the show starts. They're like, "It's still going on."
No way.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I have to give it a yes. I have to.
Oh, you don't have to if you don't want.
Yeah, it's a yes from me. I was furious at first, then I calmed down inside and realized that you wouldn't have known this. You haven't stolen it.
I think this
You
was
haven't
way
stolen
before.
it.
Yeah.
This is very much a Marvin Gaye Ed Sheeran situation where there are only so many chords in the
4
world.
chords.
4 chords.
There's only 4.
No
They
more.
all use them.
There's lots of chords.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Ask me to play any song, I'll play it in 4 chords.
He's,
Same 4
he's never
chords.
been that bombastic. Actually.
He certainly has. What do you mean?
Has he?
No.
I saw a radio interview where he's animated, but not like that.
I
Yeah.
think he seems like quite a funny guy.
Pass me a guitar now, I'll play it in 4 chords.
Um,
Sorry, that's bad.
That was disgraceful.
It made me laugh.
You just hot
Where
turtle.
was that? I'll wipe it. Sorry, where did it land?
Oh,
know,
the
dude.
sad decline of Hawk Tour Girl as well.
I mean, she's overexposed, isn't she?
I know,
That's
but
it.
she seems like a sound lass.
I know. She didn't ask for this. I
Yeah,
don't
she
think.
got loads of stuff for like the local animal shelter
Oh,
or something,
really?
which was nice.
Fair
Yeah,
play.
good on
Fair
her.
play.
But lots of fame and notoriety for very little work.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
That's all right. She's allowed. It's fine.
He got on Squared Circle. That's pretty good.
It's a yes from me, Andrew.
Is it? Oh, thank you. I was going to say it's a yes from me, Jack, but
It's your pick.
I liked your
You like-
Mysterio and Andrade.
You
one.
like? All right.
That
Oh,
was really
cheers. Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah, thank you.
I'm intrigued to know who was on pitches back then if it wasn't Andrew. Would
I think
been
it was
Matthew?
Mr. Botch. Yeah.
Oh, Matthew.
But it might have been one with like Cheetah filling in or something. I really don't remember. But I just remember it catching fire. Wow.
Fire.
Yeah. Doing a bit of Mario there. Right, my third and final pitch is also Sami Zayn versus Bron Breakker.
Ooh,
Sami starts off the match with an immediate haluva kick attempt, which Bron avoids and hits an instant spear. Sami slowly gets up. Spear. Sami slowly gets up. Spear. Bron wins the IC title in seconds. Everyone's like, what? As Sami is helped to the back, Bron grabs a mic and says, I told everyone I'm the most unstoppable force in WWE and there's nothing anyone can do about it. In fact, since that was such a short match, how about I make my first title defense right here, right now? Because he's fresh. He's only hit 3 spears. Whoever's ready, come on out.
Hey,
I don't care if it's someone from Raw or SmackDown or even NXT. I've already dominated that brand as well. In fact, let's open it up more. I don't care if it's someone from outside WWE. Who's the biggest name in TNA these days? Moose? Nemeth? That absolute clown? What's his name? Joe? Say his name.
Oh my God! Whoa! Jesus!
Sorry. I got a bit too... There was a bottle someone had left there and I've been wanting to throw it at some point for the whole... Whose is that?
I don't know,
I
but
don't think it
it's
matters
Some
really.
sort of juice.
glass and it shattered into a thousand pieces.
No. Imagine if it had been glass.
Owen stepped in it in his bare feet. What's he done that for?
Joe Hendry comes out. The match begins.
Pierce
Joe-
is now drinking the blood of Owen.
Well, don't swallow it.
Yeah, Pierce, you naughty boy. Pierce on holiday.
Yeah, Pierce as well. Hendry also begins the match by getting speared instantly, but he wisely rolls out of the ring. Bron follows him and charges. Joe sidesteps and Bron flies through the timekeeper's area. They both crawl back into the ring where Hendry is able to hit his fall-away slam and his nip up. He sets up for the encore?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sets up for the encore and hits it, but now Bron kicks out. They both get back up and trade big right hands. That was a left. Big right hands. Bron hits the ropes for another spear, but Hendry drops down and grabs his leg on the way past. It's the ankle lock that he used to beat Jack Swagger with. But just
The double one?
No, it's not. Sorry,
Oh.
it's just the single version of the
I
ankle
got
lock.
excited there.
But Bron forward rolls out of it, and Hendry goes through the ropes to the outside. Bron heads up top and hits a frightening crossbody because he loves an occasional high-flying move, and it's always scary. They battle up the ramp, and they both eventually topple each other off the edge of the stage through ludes of tables below. Pierce comes out and waves off the match, saying this was never even officially sanctioned, but both men have dragged themselves back up. They're still brawling. They're still going. The refs break them apart, and that's it. Neither man wanting to back down. Because once I decided that Hendry would be the surprise, I then realized, neither one, I don't want either to lose that. So I've just, So I've got a bit of a cop-out at the end there.
I appreciate the cheapness of the pop used with bringing out Joe Hendry. I appreciate that greatly. But also, Bron Breakker is now serious Bron Breakker. So why would Bron Breakker be saying, I've had another match?
Because he wants
That
to
is my
prove
question.
how hard he
He's
is.
the best in the world.
Yeah. Rock solid.
It's my third one. It's my third one. It's my third pitch. It's not the best one.
Oh, you do a good one. You do one as well.
I don't think so.
Shade thrown.
I know it's not very... It's a
No, I was just asking.
Did you hear
I was
what he
wait,
said to it?
I was literally just asking.
It's a
Did you
caricature,
hear
not an
what
impression.
he said? He went, that's a good one. You do one as well.
Yeah,
I know it's not the
wouldn't be-
best.
my heart wouldn't be able to take that, Joel.
There are other impressions that are better.
That was good.
Getting there. I've been practicing over the weekend.
It's the mannerisms. It's
And
the
for you to
mannerisms.
say that.
Wait, what? No, I wanted
3
to
hours.
see it. Oh.
Saturday morning, I woke up at 5 a.m. and spent 3 hours in the bathroom mirror. Going, I can't believe it.
Like Wallace from
I
Wallace.
know. What we're on about? Yeah,
Cheap pop, come on.
yeah. I enjoy the cheap pop. They don't like Bron's motives. That's my only.
Fair enough.
It's a little one of the. It's a
Middle
bar.
one,
It's a
yeah.
bar.
Fair.
I think it might be a bar for me as
Cool,
well.
that's fair.
But I like the fact that you kept them both looking strong, so it doesn't come to a decisive end
I think
conclusion.
I just wanted to get Henry on the show and worked backwards from there.
It'd be nice though, wouldn't it?
It would be nice.
Eh?
It would be nice, yeah. I think, is he going to be on... Is he going to be on Raw soon, or have I made that up?
You made that up.
I've made that
I think
He's got
that-
Joe Coffey next week.
Yeah, there was a sign for him at Raw. I think.
Okay, I might,
He
yeah.
hyped up
probably-
his concert on Raw.
Yeah.
That was it. He got mentioned. Yeah, that was it. He's not appearing on Raw. Okay. Well, there we go. That was our 9 pitches for WWE SummerSlam 2024. Leave us your pitches in the comments below, particularly ones that we haven't mentioned. I'd be interested to read ones about Punk and Drew.
And other matches.
There's something involving maybe Tiffy Strats with Nia and Bailey and the
Yeah.
briefcase and everything. I didn't want to do that one because it just felt
obvious.
a bit obvious what I want to
Yeah.
happen. Yeah, I want Tiffany to do it. But yeah, let us know yours in the comment section down below. We've got loads of coverage going on ahead of SummerSlam. Andrew?
We got predictions going up tomorrow, myself and Adam, and we'll also be doing the live stream at youtube.com/cultaholic/live. I believe if the pre-show is 3 hours long, we will be starting the stream at 9 p.m. BST.
You're joking. You're actually going to start from the start of the pre-show.
Sure are.
Yous are absolutely mad, you.
Yeah.
We're going to do a bit of 2K.
I will do some 2K. We'll probably play through the card. 7 matches, so we'll...
Are you
we'll-
not? You're not going to be, surely not bevies.
Maybe there'll be some
That's a long- that's a
summery
long-
bevies.
that's a
I know,
long-
and then we got news after as well. So maybe not maybe some bevies, maybe not the bevies. We'll play it by ear. Yeah, let's get the two. Yeah, go on then.
Bloody hell.
Shoot it
What
through
have
the
you
eye.
boys got going on? Jack, what's you doing?
I'll be doing what happened in the aftermath of the event. It'll go up on YouTube. I will not be having the bevies. I'll be remaining locked in.
WTF's on Tuesday because my girlfriend booked a thing for my birthday months ago. Now to ruin the surprise
Oh.
once you realise SummerSlam was this Saturday.
Has she told you what it is?
Nah.
Ooh.
Don't know what's going
That
on.
is exciting.
No, I'm not available on Sunday.
Ooh.
Nice.
Who knows what might happen? Oh, hey. Oh.
Predictions and that as well. Yeah, I mentioned
yeah.
predictions.
Yeah.
And,
That's about it, innit? Oh, podcast. You're doing a podcast. That goes out. It's good.
Thank you. The podcast will be out on Friday as normal, and we'll probably talk about which match will be the best match at SummerSlam, and like many, many other things as well. Joel, you got anything you want to?
No.
Yep. Thanks for watching, and remember, life's a pitch,
And then you die.